Hello, Gary Champion, Psychic Medium again. I haven't done a video for a while, and you've noticed it, but there are people that want me to do videos that are politically motivated, but I'm not. I'm trying to stay away from that. There's so much stuff on the news. You could do videos about it all day long. I can tell what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. And I'd have people hating me and people liking me. I guess that's the nature of the world. But all of these things that have come out lately they're things that have been suppressed. And finally, people are saying what they really mean. When someone says something in a certain way and protocol dictates that you can't be racist, you can't be all these things that's coming out now. People tend to not speak their mind. People tend to say what's comfortable in the community they're in. And what's comfortable now is apparently just anything. People are just saying horrible things about anybody all day long. So these suppressed anger touch points, and I'll give you an example. In my state, there's a Confederate monument that they want to add something to that's at a courthouse. I'm thinking, really? Do we really want to add something to a Confederate memorial? We're going to antagonize 15% of the country when we do that. Would it be better not to do that? Anything in support of a bad idea is a bad idea. Racism was a bad idea. They didn't know it at the time. I don't believe they understood the ramifications of it. It's a bad idea. Anything in support of a bad idea is a bad idea. But we have this going on national, international level. Every stupid ruler of every country is saying what they want to say because they're following our lead. And at least now we can see who people are. I don't see this as a bad thing. I see this as a good thing. People are venting. People are taking sides. People are owning up to some things that they've done, that they've gotten away with, that are now just being exposed because the media hides nothing. People can hack and dig into everything that's personal about your life and put it on the internet. And I thought one of the bravest things I've seen in a long time was a girl whose account got hacked and she had some explicit photos. And they wanted money from her to extortion. I'm going to get to that in a minute, but trying to extort money out of her to not show the picture, she just released them. Isn't that interesting? Bravest, toughest thing ever. And there's a lot of bribery going on in the world. We've just never seen it. It's always gone on. Bribery, underhanded, I'll do this if you'll do that. I'm not going to give you this if you don't do that. But it's been exposed now. We're no longer neophytes. We see it for what it is. So all of these arguments, and it's exposing the truth. And it needs to be done now, where we can focus on other things. And the one thing to remember in all of this is that we're a very young country. We're a very young country. Other countries may have gone through this hundreds of years ago. We don't know because no one was around keeping track of it. But these are things, and someone's saying, because I'm a medium, I hear voices, someone's saying, and there's more to go. There's more exposure to go. We're not through with this exposing stuff that's been hidden for a long time. To the benefit of the country, because we now know who everybody is. We know who the players are. Now we just have to deal with it and move forward. If it's not out in the open, we can't deal with it, we can't move forward. We're locked into this secret society Yeah, there is a secret society in this country. There always has been. People behind the government pulling levers, oligarchies. I did a video about it. It's on their YouTube thing. We're a nation of oligarchies. We, the people who vote, do not control the country. Small interest groups with a lot of money have bribed and paid people since the very beginning of time, since Lincoln and Washington. It's not something new. We've just now seen it. And we've got to act better than that. We can't be the leaders of the world forcing people to do things against their will, their whole country, in order to subvert the process of whatever it is that's going on. We want our way. We're going to pound the table. We're going to pay you money. We're going to bribe. We're going to blackmail you until we get what we want. That's not the way the world should be run, but unfortunately it is. And now we've seen it. And we're a young country. We're not very old. I mean, I'm not going to do the math, 1776. Well, we were really a country before that. Immigrants came over, they settled the land. So really, we were a country before we were a country. But I don't know, 1700, 1750, somewhere in there. So we're a few hundred years old. We haven't had the time to digest what's going on. And right now, it's coming at us all in a glump. Oh my gosh, did he actually say that? Oh, look at that guy. What is that about? Did she really say she wanted? So we're the revelations, someone's saying. These are our revelations. Interesting. And people are keeping track. People who are in a power to maybe do something about it. So this is the United States discovering itself. It's very interesting. And choosing a path that we want to take the country on. Not us, because I vote. I was going to make a joke there. I voted 5 or 6 times in the last election. I figure there are people watching this, I might get in trouble. But we have lost, oh gee, this is so interesting. Of course, I hear voices, but I haven't heard this. Someone says we've lost our moral compass. And they said it loud enough for me to hear it, and I thought it maybe was coming from outside the window there. We've lost our moral compass. We forgot who we are, if we ever knew. I was riding in the car today, going to the doctor, and someone, obviously a spirit in the car with me, said, you know, they should change that for Make America Great Again, because that's a load of horse shit. This country's always been great. Make love great again. I thought, well, I would share that with you. I hear these things all day long. I just don't do videos about them. But make love great again. Where's all the love gone? Where's all the love gone? You getting a lot of hugs lately? We'll come out of this. We'll be stronger. We'll be better. Or we won't. We'll continue to just auger into the ground like an airplane that's lost its engines. And we're laying the foundation for that right now. Is the Supreme Court going to do this? Is it too conservative? Do our votes count? Are people voting that shouldn't be voting? Are people not voting that should be voting? That's a huge number. And always has been in this country. Before it was black people. Now it's Mexican people or people of foreign descent. What's going to happen? Where are we going with this? We're on a trip together, and it's a great trip. I mean, no, it's not pretty to look at, but it is interesting, and it will pan out into something good. And someone's saying something very clearly. As long as we take the profit motive out of it, results will be very good. Profit is not a way to run anything. Obviously, as a country, we have to look at, I mean, we spend more than we make. We do it every year. But the profit motive is what's driving all of these things that have come public. I want my way. I want the world to be this way. I want my people to do this and that. And it's coming from all races and all creeds. It doesn't seem to have any boundaries. But we're young and we're finding our way. America is a great big table. That's the way I see it. It's a great big table with billions of chairs around it. And there's got to be room for everybody at the table. There has to be a chair at that table for everyone. Because that's democracy. It may not be pretty, and right now it's a damn ugly mess, but it is what we have, and we'll work through this like we always do. This isn't the biggest crisis that's ever happened in our country. In the 60s, it was much worse. Assassinations, toppling foreign governments, the CIA, and this is not the worst that's happened. You young people see it as the worst, but an old guy like me, this is us finding ourselves. And no one yet has seen the big table. No one yet sees the big table. There has to be a place for everybody, or there won't be a place for anybody. So as a young country, and we're leading the world. We have the biggest industrial complex. We make the most thing. We do this, we do that. We should be leaders, but right now we're not telling anybody anything. We're telling people it's okay to hit someone on the side of the head with a brick and take their money. And we should be talking more like share. Everybody needs a place at the table. Everybody needs a voice, their voice to be heard and reacted to in a way that makes them understand why things are the way they are or how things can change. And we like change in America. We like for things to be right. The majority of us do. Those loud voices you're hearing out there, there's not that many of them. They're a minority of loud voices. But we need to care about everybody, or it makes it hard to care about anybody. So I haven't done a video for a week. This is a long one. That's just what I'm saying. We're a young country. We'll get along. We'll learn what not to do. We'll be better at it the next time. This is how we learn. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.